I thought it was all but a vintage Cheltenham Gold Cup, actually. Bobsworth, as we know, has got this extraordinary record. The festival, he's now been there 3 times and won 3. He's the first horse since Flying Bolt to win 3 different races at the meeting. That puts him, in a fairly unique pigeonhole within the game. I mean, the race itself was riveting. Sam Welly-Cohen went off and did the only thing he could do. Long Run is a grinder's grinder, and that's the way he had to be ridden. He didn't jump fluently early on, and I certainly don't think that helped. And the fact that he was 3rd is another reflection of what a durable old so-and-so he is. He's never been out the first 3 in his racing career. You can't say that about many. Sir de Champ and Long Run up there all the way, and in behind, like a cock trigger, was Sylvia Narco Conti and Ruby Walsh. Bad mistake at the top of the hill first time. It didn't really seem to disturb his equilibrium. Ruby, of course, is the master deceiver. You never know how well he's going on a horse because he isn't prepared to let his fellow jockeys know how well or badly he is going on a horse. It's part of his tactical range. It's part of his whole approach to a race. And he said afterwards that, you fall 3 out, it's plenty far out the Gold Cup. And he wasn't making any bold remarks about how he would have fared had he stood up, but he was still travelling with conspicuous ease to all intents and purposes. But you never know with Walsh because he's the best masker of a horse beginning to come to the end of its tether that I have ever seen. As for the runner-up, Sir de Champ, everyone should go and have a look at this horse from 2 out. He was never really happy, AP, on him, I don't think. It was just the odd niggle early on, and he just didn't feel he was firing on every single cylinder. But what a warrior he proved. He was absolutely drunk, legless, and out for the count, running down to the last. And AP conjured a last big jump from him. And now, he never threatened to get anywhere near Bobsworth. Well, he never threatened to beat Bobsworth. But he did stage the most magnificent rally from immediately after the last. And he got to within a length and a half of Bobsworth. And now about 70 yards from the line, to use an expression an Irish friend used after the race, he just burst into tears. He couldn't do another thing. He'd given every single cell of himself to get there. So he got to within a length and a half, perhaps 2, and then he folded up. It wasn't through anything else than utter exhaustion, and Bobsworth just kept going in the same fashion and won by 7 lengths. And that 7 lengths was pulled out just within the last 100 yards of the race, really. But Sir de Champ, I thought he was the hero of the hour in terms of endeavour, trying, guts, everything, heart. I thought it was a fabulous performance. Would he ever beat Bobsworth? Well, a long debate about this and a couple of days after the Gold Cup. I think on good ground, I think he would have a chance. I really do think he'd have a chance. But Bobsworth, he's amazing. He's the sort of invisible horse. You never see him in a race until, as Nicky Henderson would say, suddenly there's Bob. And I thought Barry Geraghty was excellent on him. Between 6 out and 5 out, Barry confessed he thought he was beat. But he just let the race come to the horse rather than throw the horse at the race. And he sticks on. He battles. He's never been beaten once he's gone and hit the front. He's a pretty remarkable tool, and I just think we underestimate him slightly at this stage, probably. Barry Geraghty used that great expression that he impersonates a workman-like horse, but there's more to him than that. He clearly worked the house down when he went to Kempton not long before the race. And to go to a Gold Cup with 104 days off, I mean, it isn't the magician's trick that it was of old, because you can get them fit at home, but it's a remarkable piece of trading by Nicky Henderson. How does he do it? I don't have a clue, but he does it every year, and that was win number 50 at the festival. The man is just some talent with jump horses.